everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Sophie and I'm doing the 100-day project. So as you can see, my setting is a bit different. I'm actually filming outside because the house is too dark. I don't have enough light. So apologies if you have bits out of frame. I also had to change my tripod. It is really not what I wanted, but that was the only thing available. Okay, that was for the technical side of things. So I hope you enjoy the birds behind me, because I do. I certainly do. Okay, today I want to make some labels. To be honest, I'm just being a copycat today. I have stolen, without telling her, Margaret's way of making labels. So if you have seen her making it, maybe you'll be interested to see what twist I do give them. And if not, well, you should definitely go and check her channel and watch her way of making the labels, because we do have different styles. Okay, now that I've said that, let's start. So to make my labels, I have selected some paper. This is cheap scrapbook paper. This is masterboard. Again, these are all cheap scrapbook papers. I want to try to make some with 2 pages of books glued together. This is Stamperia, I think. These are chip 6x6. I also want to see if I can use them there. And masterboards. So these are the supplies that I'm using to build the labels. So, I'm using the same measurements as Margaret does, just because they are perfect. Let's put it that way. I might have, I might change just one, not change. I will actually make one of my own, let's put it that way, which will be a tad bigger. So now I'm just making sure that my masterboard is straight. It is. So what I want to do, and it's hard for me to check whether you can see, but I think you do see. So I want to make bits that are straight, and this is not. So let's just make sure everything is straight. I want to make labels that are 3 inches wide. No, yes, well, yes, wide. And then I want to have them at 1.5. Is that correct, Sophie? Where is 1.5? 1.5 is here. Therefore, so this will be the size of the labels. Mine might be wonky. I don't know. My glasses are playing me tricks. So I'll just make couple with my masterboard. Do I have another small piece? Maybe with more interesting things. I do. It is not straight, however. So let's make it straight. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Sorry about the shaking, nothing much I can do there. So I said I wanted pieces that were 3 and then by 1.5. Okay, so let's try another sort of paper. So scrapbook paper, cheap scrapbook paper. Again, I need to make sure that it's straight because I did the cutting. So who knows? Okay. Oh, that seems to be straight. Okay, so let's do our labels. So 3 inches by 1.5. Let's just make a couple. Okay. Shall we try? I know it is thin, but I would still like to try. So let me just cut 3.5. A bit. And then so I hope the wind is not going to come in just now. Normally it's not. The wind raises at 4 o'clock. And we know this because we are close to the ocean. And yeah, that's why we know. So for those who are not familiar with the French geography, Meccano is in the southwest of France. It is 30 kilometers from Bordeaux. And we have a house, well, my parents have a house, which is 12 kilometers away from the ocean and just like 500 meters from the lake. So we have beautiful surroundings. We do have a boat, a small boat. We used to have sailing boats, now we have a motor boat, which is less fun, I must say, because it's very, very noisy. Very, very noisy. Whereas the sailing is not noisy and is, I would say, more comfortable as well. So we've been spending all our holidays here since 1981, I would say. And my parents have bought a first house in 86. And then they changed probably 20 years ago. They sold the old one and bought this one. Of course, I preferred the old one. Needless to say. Because it's the one where I have more memories. And it was closer to the lake. We had our boat in our garden then. But that's life. Things change. Shall we try to make one with this? So happy that I get to use these because I have lots of them. Cheap 6x6, and I apologize if the designs have been stolen. You know, I got them when I first started crafting. And I didn't know. I didn't know better. Okay. Is that 3? Yeah, I did make sure there was 3. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just a second one. So my video will be late tonight, as usual, because I've had to go and get a new tripod because mine was defective and I couldn't use it, so I lost a bit of time this morning, but that's quite okay. It's a shame though, because I did order a new yeah, it's not a tripod, but it's a device to be able to film horizontally. I bought a new one for my crafting desk, and it did arrive just after I left. So, too bad. Let's see. Let's make this one straight. Because I know Margaret wants them to be sturdy, but I'm thinking that with the 2 layers of paper, they might actually be sturdy enough. What did I do? You are very big, mister. Yeah. I did 2 and not 1.5. So. Okay. Maybe a couple more. No clue what I did with the rest of the page. Because, yeah, I don't use a lot of scrapbook paper. But apparently I did use it, so. Okay. So, if I make you a 3 up, and then a 1.5. I think I'm going to stop here because I think we have more than enough. Not even sure I'll be able to decorate them all today. So, yeah. Lovely bunch. Oh, yeah, I wanted to try one size. Let me see. I wanted, because I dreamed of it. I'm going to do it like this. Going to straighten it. And I dreamt that I made some big square ones. So let's see. Shall I make them 2.5? 2.5 by 2.5. Let's try that. Well, this one is a bit smaller, but I'm pretty sure we can do something with it. Okay, done. Well, actually not done. So we have our bases, and now we need the papers that we are going to use on top of them. Obviously these need to be smaller, so it's about 1/4 of an inch on each side. So here I have a lovely piece of blueprint. So I'm going to cut it at, what is it? 2 3/4 by, no, I was correct, Sophie, by 1 1/4. Okay, is it too big? What have I done? No, they're fine. Okay, so that's the way to go. I have selected some papers, lots of them. I've taken some old paper, so I'm going to do a 3 3/4 by 1. Oh my god, my eyes are playing me tricks. So that's one. I have music paper. Whoop. I knew there were 2 of them. I just knew it. So let me get some of this out. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do it like this. So 2 3/4. And this one is not straight, so let's do it that way. 2 3/4. by 1 1/4. Okay, here I have an address which I would love to use. Let me see. If I do 1 1/4, that is actually fine. And if I do 2 3/4, it's even better. I have some map, because you know how much I love maps. So, shall we make it straight? It is too big still. Okay, so we want 1 1/4. Bear with me. So, during this little intermission, what I've done is I have cut the other bits for my labels. So I used various papers. I used 6 by 6. I used book pages. I used an invoice, music paper, book page, scrapbooking paper, and maps, atlas. Okay, so now is the time of the decisions. Oops, sorry. I have my corner rounders, because we can make some small rounded, we can make some straight corners. So I took both tools. So this one makes them round. So I think I'm going to do something like half-half. I could have spared you this as well, but I'm not going to. No, you're going to spend every minute with me. We're going to make videos that are 4 hours long. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of them, the ones that are needing to be rounded, and I'm going to take this tool and make small corners. I put it on the minimum setting. What is the problem with you? So I think you got the principles. So let me just do everything off camera. So I'm doing the bases of our label, and I'm also going to do the top of our label. So half rounded and half straight. See you in a bit. So the next step, now that I've made all my corners, will be to ink everything. So I've prepared all my little labels, and I'm just going to ink them. I've just decided to take Vintage Photo because it was the closest to me. No other good reason. So I'm just going to ink both my base, and if the wind allows me, I will ink the top parts as well. So I will do that off camera, and I will see you afterwards. Now everything is inked. So I guess it's now just time to assemble them. So I have taken out my UU glue, and I now need to try and match them as best as I can, I suppose. So it's just a matter of taste. There's no other guidance than that, I would say. So I'm just going to glue them. So that's one. So you can't see me, but I've actually had to go and get my sunglasses because the paper was blinding me, the white paper. First time I do craft with sunglasses on. First time outdoor. First time with this tripod. Actually, no, it's not the first time outdoor because I did so last year. But I was in the shade. I did make a whole journal outside. I know I have something blue here. Will it be too sad if I put blue on blue? No. Do I like it better? No, I like it better here. So tomorrow I will be going thrifting. I've already found an encyclopedia, a very old one, and a couple of medical dictionaries. Pretty sure some of them are going to go to the Netherlands in my next trip. And what else did I find? 2 books from, I think it's 1864 and 1863. And yeah, so that's not bad in 2 days. Okay. I'm very not doubtful. I'm wondering how I'm going to manage to decorate them. I'm afraid they're going to look more than look more like clusters than labels if I start decorating them. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And I forgot my glue book, as you can see. Lovely birds, can you hear them? We're in the middle of a pine forest. almost done. I'm going to do the same with the other ones, and I'll do that off camera, and I will see you once everything is ready to be decorated. See you then. So, everything is glued. It's now just a matter of decorating my little labels. That's okay. So, what do I have? I've got labels, I've got birds, and I've got a mushroom on the floor. I've got postal stamps, I've got bits and bobs that I don't know what they are. So, yeah, let's start. I probably won't do them all, but I'll try to make as many as I can. All right, so let me open my little pouches. I never use these. Got them a long time ago and I've never used them, so it is about time. So let's get one. What could we do? What could we do? Let's see. We have little birds. These are medium birds. I know I have smaller ones, but not here. I actually don't mind if it goes over. I think the label is not the right one. I'm not even sure it needs a label, to be honest. But we have them and we need to use them. Oh my God. This is so not practical. So you might hear some noises or some voices, and that would be my parents, because I can't stop them from living. I don't think I want anything, actually. I think I'm just going to put my bird like this. Might try to ink it just a little bit. Oops. Ooh, the glue wheel is very happy. He wants to come out really fast. Okay. That's a cutie. Another one. What do I have here? I have coupons. I have a label, but it's big. I have a label that's less big. These are mainly labels, stamps, what do I see here? I see a mushroom and a stamp. So I think we could have a mushroom and a stamp. Sorry. It was too warm when I was in the sun. Now that the sun has moved, it's cold. It would be nice if it was in the same direction. So according to what I've taken with me, it seems that what I will be using most are postal stamps, mushrooms, and I don't know. So maybe if I find nice books tomorrow with nice illustrations, I can use them as well. Here we are. That's the second one. I also have my little Tim Holtzy bits. Yeah, they don't need to be overly complicated. I really want them to look more like labels than clusters. So I guess it might be that all my videos are late if I film on a day by day. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that you will apologize me. No, not you will forgive me apologizing. Do we need much more than this? Because we have the gentleman, so I would be tempted to leave just that. Very, very simple. We've done one like this already. Would we have another tiny bird? Don't like that. Looking for another little bit. Yep. Okay, little bird. There you are. You are now glued. What do I have? What little things do I have, if any? Mushrooms, but I don't think that's a mushroom one. Let me see what I can find. Nothing here, I guess. I do think we need a stamp. That's for sure. Could we... I think I'll just leave it at maybe, unless I find either a bird or a little flower. Well, I do have a bird. It is not that little, but it will do. Did you see how much I hesitated to ink or not? I am so scared that all of a sudden the wind is going to blow everything out of my table. Okay. Where did I put the wet wipes? Not here. Cute, right? Let me put my jumper. Where were we? Oh, I see lovely flowers. Let's see, is that one better? Maybe. Are there any tiny butterflies? Yes, I have a blue one. I have one like this. And I also have one like this. I need something not this. Do I have a stamp somewhere? Yeah, let me glue this one, which is already inked. wonky wonky. My postal stamp that doesn't need the inking because it's already quite old and quite yellowish. Little butterfly. There we go. Beautiful. Do we need something more? Really? We need something more? Not sure. No. No, I just want the bird. I'm sorry, I just want the bird. Okay. I thought I would take more time decorating them. I was a bit stressed because of the time constraint. I can't use them, they're too big. I have no choice. Oh, I'm sorry for my inky fingers. I don't have any wet wipes near me. I will make sure they're out the next time. We could have one like this. One like this. And a mushroom of some sort. Let me see. Mushroom. You're too big, aren't you? Well, not that much. Not that much. Just need to find the right way to put you. Let me see if I glue that one. Will it make my life easier with you? Probably, yes. So I'll be joining the ABC April in the coming days. I first need to go thrifting to find stuff I can use. Because it is not easy. You're going to tell me you could have thought about it in advance. Yes, I could have, but it doesn't work like this for me. I'm sort of a last-minute girl. That's the way it works out for me. Birds and more birds. I need to find another mushroom or another flower for the next one. And another birdie. I said mushroom. That's a nice mushroom. Don't yell, I'm trying. Just want to see. Maybe something would work. For that I would need to have another mushroom. Let me see. If I have you and you are too small. I think it would work with my 3 mushrooms. So I'm gonna do it. I need to fussy cut more mushrooms when I get home. I have so many things I need to do when I get home. No, you're supposed to be here. There we are. Another one. So are these only... No, I was wondering whether they were only the round ones, but no, we've done the corner ones already. Yes, we have a cuckoo. Cuckoo. And here I do have a few. Just gonna do this so you can see the lovely flowers. I'm not going to ink this because it's too small for my little fingers, for my sausage fingers. And I'm not going to ink you either. Nice. You. Uh-huh. Just gonna do that. Keep it simple. There we are. Very simple. Quite busy already, but we can use a black label, that's for sure. And what? Yep. I'm gonna do that. If it doesn't fall on the floor first. I'm sorry if I bump into the tripod regularly. It's just I'm really not used to it. When I went to buy it, the salesman was looking at me like, not really believing that I would use it to make videos on YouTube. Me, old lady. I know what you're thinking. You're saying, that's more clustery, Sophie. Yeah, it is. Do I really mind? Probably not. I want to try it. Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I will. Can you hear the wind? I was so scared to make these labels because I have never made them, and I didn't think I'd be able to keep them as labels, and don't know why, but I was scared. Turns out they're quite fun to make. Thus I wish I had my whole stash near me. Oh look, I have a pair of shoes. Scaring the birds away. Okay. Well, we're going to do them all, apparently. Apparently I lied. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Can we just do this? Maybe find a thingy to put on the side. Because these I never use, because I have mine. We're interrupted again. I'm back. So, yeah. Okay. This one. Too big of a birdie. No, unless I cut his legs. Well, you're sort of a good size. But you're not as nice. Much better. And again, I'm going to leave him on his own. Don't think he needs anything. I really like this one. Okay. No. No, 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 no. I do have a... Nope. Come on. Yep. there. Where did I put my big square one? I had no idea for this one before, but maybe now things will be better. Who knows? Okay, where's my big one? No, it's not you. Did I lose it? Let me look for it. So let's look at what we've done today. We have made a big square label. We have made a vertical label. If I can get there. We made a lovely, really like this one. Well, I like them all, to be honest. The birdie. One with a picture. One with foliage and a butterfly. One with a label and an acetate butterfly. Flowers and label. Butterfly and label. Mushroom. Birdie again. Mushroom. Birdie. Mix of things. Beautiful bird. One that I didn't decorate, and I will leave it like this. Another bird. Just a label. And a vertical one. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. I had lots of fun making these. I hope you've enjoyed the birds as well. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.